now.
Right. When you were writing this book, which character throughout history was the worst of the worst in your opinion, and why?
Mao Zedong was the worst mass murderer who's ever been on the planet. 20 million Chinese he killed, his own people. And he starved many of them to death because he wanted to restructure the whole Chinese economy and the way that people lived. There's nobody that comes close to Mao Zedong. The Ayatollah Khomeini co-opted an entire religion, Islam, for the purposes of murder. And that, I mean, you know, if there is a heaven and hell and judgment day, come on. Hitler was Hitler. He killed millions of people, emotionally disturbed, on and on. And that chapter, everybody thinks they know about Hitler. You don't really know about him personally. We get very personal in all of these chapters about who these people really were, what their thought process. But there's just one after the other, after the other, after the other. Okay, Genghis Khan. People go, what? Genghis Khan? Who's that? Genghis Khan was second to Mao Zedong, a mass murderer from the Pacific Ocean in China all the way to Hungary. This guy just came in and just cut people's heads off with his Mongol army. And that resonates to this day. That's why China is so paranoid, because of Genghis Khan. That's why they put the Great Wall up.
Of course.
So it all links in. My entire book, Confronting Evil, links into the present day. That was the one thing that binds all these 15 miscreants together. What they did still resonates today. The slave traders in America, that you still have the legacy of that.
Yes.
The robber barons, Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, you still have that working class attitude that we're getting hosed because of those guys. Teddy Roosevelt beat them, but it was a brutal fight. So anyway, I'm proud of the book. I think if people read the book, they'll understand what evil is, and then they have a choice. I'm either going to try to mitigate it where I live, or I'm not.
Cooler days call for layers that last, and Quince is my go-to for quality essentials that feel cozy, look refined, but won't blow your budget. Think $50 Mongolian cashmere, premium denim that fits like a dream, luxury outerwear that you can wear year after year, because these are the pieces that turn into your fall uniform. I'm personally eyeing the wool coats because they look designer level, but they cost a fraction of the price. And honestly, the quality is just as good, if not better. And the way they do this is that they directly go to top tier ethical factories and they cut out the middlemen. So they deliver luxury quality pieces at half the price of similar brands. It's the kind of upgrade with your wardrobe that feels smart, stylish, and effortless. I find my fall staples at Quince, and you can go to quince.com/Jillian for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/Jillian to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Jillian. Last question. When you look at Kim Jong-un, Xi Jinping, Putin, now that the world has nuclear capabilities, obviously we pussyfoot around these psychos, or at least it seems like it. We're not able to go straight to war with a Putin. We're doing it via proxy war through Ukraine. How would you handle this? Because you've got these little pockets of darkness. Like, we're not going to do a regime change in Iran. It seems like that has never worked, and innocent people will die, and we just waste hundreds of billions of dollars. But then what do you do? What do you do with the Xi Jinpings, the Ayatollah, the Kim Jong-un? How do you deal with these people? Just ignore them?
Well, I had to deal with them in May. So I got invited by the Chinese government to go to Beijing to address the Politburo. And the reason I came out is they watched me on YouTube. Now, if you're a Chinese citizen, you can't watch YouTube. Right. Biggest police state that's ever existed. You don't have access to anything over there. So Chinese people don't know what's going on, but the government does. So they watch me almost every night. and they know I have access to President Trump. So they invited me to go to Beijing, 3 hours, a Q&A, them asking me, if we do this, what will President Trump do? I didn't go as a representative of the American government. I did tell President Trump I was going, and I told the Chinese that after I came back, if I came back, I'd have to debrief the president, which I did. I took my 21-year-old political science son with me, and I sat there and I answered their questions. And it was an amazing experience. And I put forth to them that there was a real chance that the United States and China could enter into what I call a partnership for peace and prosperity together. And if that happened, that a lot of the bad, evil stuff in the world would get tamped down, because nobody could stand up to China and the United States together, and the economic benefits would help both countries. Now, I couldn't have been more persuasive, Jillian.
Yeah.
I laid it out, and half of them spoke English and half of them had the headphones, but they all understood what I was saying. I said, if you want to do the best for the 1.5 Chinese people you have under your thumb, okay, this is the way to do it. Whether they respond, I have no blanket idea. But I'm a writer, I'm a historian, I'm a journalist. I know what I'm talking about. And I presented it to them, and they were very polite, very accommodating to us. And, I hope that will happen. It's possible.
Would you ever take a position in politics?
Nah, I don't like these pinheads. And they don't want me. I'm going to walk in there and I'm going to have a solution to whatever problem you have. And I don't want to hear any BS. All right. So you tell me what the problem is, Jillian, and I'll give you the solution. All right. And if you don't like it, okay. But I can't sit there for meetings and listen to these. I've been in 3 cabinet meetings with President Trump. Okay. And I never offer anything unless I'm asked, ever. It's not my job to intrude on the federal government. They ask me, I give my opinion, unvarnished. I gave Barack Obama my opinion. I gave George W. Bush my opinion. I gave Bill Clinton my opinion. Take it or leave it. But I'm not somebody who's going to play the political game. I don't like the game. It bores me to tears. I think I'm much better suited bloviating on BillO'Reilly.com, writing, we are the most successful nonfiction book authors in the world. So I think what I'm doing now is what I was born to do.
Well, I'm sort of disappointed to hear that, but I really respect it and appreciate it. And you are doing yeoman's work. So, boss, where can people get more from you? Where do they get the book? How can they watch the No Spin News? Tell them everything.
Thank you for asking. So look, BillO'Reilly.com is where we live, and we have columns and messages and television show where you can access, and radio. And then we have our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. We're more than 1 million subscribers all over the world. You can buy Confronting Evil or any of my killing books, or Confronting the Presidents, at Amazon or Barnes & Noble, anywhere. You get it free on BillO'Reilly.com if you sign up to be a premium or concierge member, which is a tremendous program. It will help you out a lot, enhance your life. So that's where we are. I'm working far too hard. I should be riding around a golf cart playing pickleball. But I'm still doing this.
I prefer you right where you are. We need you right where you are. We need straight shooters. We need honest actors. We need people with experience and knowledge. You are one of the few in the landscape. And I'm thankful every day that you continue doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for spending the time. And I cannot wait to dig into that book.
I appreciate it, Jillian. Let's talk again soon.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure to let me know what guests you want to see on in the future. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure to let me know what guests you want to see on in the future.